Hello YouTube, it is Toya Ruth here with the Divas and the Details, and I just wanted to come on and say hi. It's been a minute. I transitioned from Missouri to Maryland, got my kids in school, involved in sports, and then I took my dental board, started working here, but I wanted to check in with you guys and talk to you about my experience working as a Locum Tenens dentist, because it's kind of a unique experience for me. I have worked in federally qualified health centers before. I have also worked in a hospital system, but I've never done this before, so I wanted to share it with you. And I'm going to give you the pros and the cons of this experience. So I have been working through an agency, so you can choose to make yourself a sole proprietor, LLC, whatever, and reach out to offices and see if they need temporary coverage so that they can keep their practices operating and going in the absence of the owner dentist, such that, like, a dentist may want to go on vacation, they may have had an injury and need to recover, or if they are on maternity leave, you would step in and take over the practice's cases and do the hygiene checks and comprehensive exams, in addition to the restorative and surgical dentistry in their absence. And you can also work through an agency. So the agency, you would apply to have a contract with them. You are not their employee. You're contracted to allow them to find you placement. I chose to go the agency route. The benefit of going the agency route is that they have a wider reach as far as offices that are in their data bank that are looking for people. You would just, if you were doing it on your own, have to do a lot of that recruiting on your own behalf, rather than having someone do that for you. But my experience has been that I have been with a particular agency for about 5 months now, and I've been working in practices, and I feel like I'm able to do a wide range of services. Oh, let me rewind. Well, so the agency asked me what my pay range I would like to receive, how far I'm willing to travel, and then the states that I'm licensed in, and then they look for placement opportunities in those states, and then set up interviews with me and the corporate dental offices or the private practices. And then I would probably go for an on-site visit, and then if they would like to work with me, then we sign a contract. And this is all done basically via DocuSign, and they verify that my license is in good standing and active, and then I just go for whatever dates that they need me to go. And I feel like the benefits of this is that since I was new to the area in Maryland, I didn't know the different communities and neighborhoods. This is a great way for me to learn the areas. Also, sometimes we're all passionate type A and trying to do what's right for patients. There can be bumping of heads. I feel like right when things start to get intense, my assignment is over, so I'm like, I'm just close enough to keep pushing the cart up the hill, but I'm far enough away and tangential enough that I'm not involved in any drama. And I just love the wide variety of seeing how different private practices are run. The styles of practices are truly an extension of the personality and passion of the owning dentist. And I'm meeting more colleagues this way, so I really have enjoyed it. One drawback, well, I don't know if it's a drawback, but it's something you need to be wary of, is that when you are an independent contractor and you're doing locum tenens assignments, that you would be responsible for getting your own credentialing done for those particular offices, or you would be working under another dentist's license, and that can be a point of uncomfortability for the owner dentist, or even for myself. I don't want to call in prescriptions under someone else's license, and I don't want to sign out and bill patients under someone else's license. So I have gone through the process of credentialing. It's an expensive process, and it is an intense process. Another drawback is that taxes are not taken out of your check, so you need to be mindful that when you get those direct deposit statements, depending on your tax bracket, I would put 35 to 37% away into a savings account on top of what you automatically just want to save for yourself each pay period, so that there's no negative surprise in April where you owe a ton on taxes. One thing I would negotiate for, and this is just a tip, is that you make sure that within the budget of the offices where you're going, they do allow for the IRS recommendation for mileage reimbursement, which I think is something like 57 cents per mile now in 2022. So I would definitely do that. So in addition to what you think you're worth as far as your pay range as an hourly pay amount, I would also make sure that they're going to do a mileage reimbursement, because that is wear and tear on your vehicle. And I would just keep track of that mileage and submit that at the end of each pay period. And how it works is you submit your hours, you submit your mileage, the office manager, or if it's a corporate dentistry, the company would approve that, and then voila, the direct deposit is in your pay period. I mean, it's in your it's in your bank account. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. And I would say this has been a very positive experience for me. I have a 1-year contract that is not auto-renewable. So in April of 2023, I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to do with myself. I'm unsure. I would like the more stability of getting a 401k and imagine things like that, or having health insurance and having the taxes taken out automatically. Sorry, our neighborhood lawn maintenance, like the HOA association that maintains the common areas, they're trimming hedges and mowing like the common ground, and so you're going to hear a lot of noise in the background. That is how summer is. People are working on pools and working on yards in the summertime, so sorry about that noise. I would like the benefit of me not having to constantly keep track of the taxes on my own. And I'm basically just doing an estimate of what my tax bracket would be. I am married, so I have the benefit of being myself and my children being carried on my husband's insurance. But in the past, when he and I both worked, we could kind of pick and choose who wanted to cover the family. Like sometimes I would do individual and he would do family, or he would do individual and I would do family, based on what the cost would be out of pocket for us. Like whatever job had the better insurance plans, basically, or what our premiums would be. So right now, because I don't have that privilege, we're not able to shop around and choose between our 2 jobs. So I would probably like to have that advantage like we had in the past. But this has been a very positive experience. I feel like it's very stress-free. I can go in, do the things that I love, help create smiles, and not get too entrenched in the day-to-day operations that it becomes a major stressor for me. So if you have done Locum Tenens assignments for any medical profession, please let me know if we've had similar experiences, or if you have experienced something even new. If you know anything else about how to bill out expenses in April for taxes, like could I, bill uniforms or things like that, I definitely like to know that, to maximize my efforts and not have so much hemorrhaging next April for tax season. And then also, if you've had any other unique experiences with your temporary assignments, please share in the comments below. I am Toya Ruth. This is The Diva in the Details, and I would love to dialogue with you. If you're new to my channel, I kind of talk about everything. I talk about motherhood, I talk about hair, I talk about makeup. I love perfume, shoes, handbags, and I also like to talk about being prudent and responsible with your finances, because we are trying to live a debt-free life and leave something for our children. So if you like any of that content, please like and subscribe. When you subscribe, please hit the notification bell so you can be kept up to date whenever I post. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.